there. Great afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Lunchtime Empowerment Talks with Dr. Vaughn. I am Dr. Shavonna Whitehead. Come on in the room. As you're coming in the room, say hello. Hey, Erlene, how are you? As you're coming in the room, say hello. It's always my privilege, my honor, and pleasure to come here every Tuesday at 1 p.m. as we give you a little push, a little empowerment, a little hope and strength to keep you going. Hey, Janae, come on in the room. Listen, I got something I want to talk to you about today. We're just going to chat as we always do. I'm not sure if you saw, but our topic for today is I am becoming a better me. Hey, Bree. I am becoming a better me. And so as you're coming in the room, I want you to actually just type that in the chats. I am becoming a better me. That's what I want you to, I just want you to type it with me. I am becoming a better me. Hey, Adrian, how are you doing? And let me tell you, sometimes we find it very hard to be able to encourage ourselves and say, I am becoming a better me when we're still in the process of trying to figure out what better is. Sometimes we have a hard time declaring to ourselves, I'm becoming a better me when we're in the middle of the process of still trying to get over some things. We're still trying to heal from some things. We're still trying, to tunnel through some things. We're still trying to let go of some things. We're still trying to break some things off of us. But I came to tell you, sometimes, even in the midst of your journey, you got to declare to yourself where you're going. So you got to say, I'm becoming a better me. I know I still got some things to work on, but guess what? I'm proud of the steps that I'm already making. So I am becoming a better me. And so the first thing that I want you to understand is your journey is your journey. How many of you, and let's be honest, have found yourself comparing your journey to somebody else? You're measuring where you are based on where somebody else is. You're measuring your level of progress by how somebody else is progressing. You're measuring your level of success by what you see someone else doing. You're measuring whether or not you're actually doing anything, based off of what someone else is doing. But I came to tell you today, when we're talking about I is personal. I am becoming a better me. Me is personal. I am not focused on what you are becoming. I have now eliminated my distractions. I have zoomed into me, and I'm realizing that where I am is not where I'm destined to be. Come on here. Somebody just say, where I am is not where I'm destined to be. Yep, we're going to talk back today. I want you to type that. Where I am is not where I'm destined to be. It may be a part of my journey, but this is not my destination. This happens to be a stop along the way. Listen, have you ever traveled? I'm from the South. So have you ever traveled down 95? 9 times out of 10, you're not driving straight from Baltimore to North Carolina. You're not driving straight from Baltimore to North Carolina. 9 times out of 10, you're going to make a stop along the way. Whether you have to make a bathroom stop, whether or not you have to make a food stop, whether or not you have to make a stop because your legs, you just need to stretch your legs, or whether or not you want to just make a stop for sightseeing. But 9 times out of 10, you don't drive there straight. Something that has a distance. Oh, thank you, God. Something that has distance to it, you don't drive straight. Now, if you're only going to New Jersey, Philadelphia, you're probably going to drive straight because that's only an hour and a half, hour and 45-minute ride. But if you're driving 5, 6, 8 hours, something that has a destination, something that has length to it, something that has a span to it, 9 times out of 10, you're going to stop. So here's where my question is to you. For some of you that have gotten distracted by your stop, somebody has gotten distracted by your stop. When you have purpose and destiny and you got a depth that you got to go, sometime you got to stop. When you're not just going somewhere quick, but there is a deep destination that you got to go to, you're going to have to stop. And so you have to be okay with the stop. I said, you have to be okay with the stop. You have to be okay that sometimes you got to put the car in park and actually get out and handle some things. Well, what am I saying? You got to get out the car when you got to go to the bathroom and you're traveling down. You got to get out the car and handle some things because there's some things that can't be handled if you stay in the car. I'm trying to help somebody. Yes, Adrian, are you okay with the stop? I am trying to help somebody in here. There are some things that you cannot, and I mean you cannot. There are some things you cannot handle still being in the car. Ooh, come on, I can't hear nobody. I can't hear nobody. Some things you cannot handle and you cannot deal with still being in the car. So what are you saying, Dr. Vaughn? Sometimes you got to be okay. You're getting distracted and you're getting frustrated. You're getting upset and angry because it seems like you're at the rest area and the rest of the traffic is still moving. Come on, God, I hear you. I can't hear you. Oh, you're getting upset because you're sitting here at the rest area and you still see people on the highway moving, but you're at the rest area and you feel like this is a delay in you getting to your destination, but somebody say it was a necessary stop. I dare somebody to type in, it was a necessary stop. I can't hear nobody but God. Somebody just put in the chat, it was a necessary stop. This stop that I had to make was necessary so that I could handle so that I could make it to the destination. Sometimes you gotta, oh God, you coming on through today. Sometimes somebody need to say, sometimes you gotta stop and release. Oh, I mean, come on, to somebody. Sometimes you gotta stop and release. Oh, sometimes you gotta stop and release. Sometimes you gotta stop and release. Many of us want to just keep going, but if we just keep going, some of us are carrying stuff to our destination that was never meant. I can't hear nobody but God. I said some of us are carrying stuff to our destination that was never meant to go. You got to stop and release. Oh, man. I mean, you got to stop and release. And so many of us, we are so prone to keep going, to keep grinding, to keep pushing. And everybody knows I am the more pusher. Yes, I am. I am the more pusher. But even when you're talking about being the more pusher, in order for me to continue to push, sometime I got to stop and release. I can't hear nobody. I said, in order for me to continue to push you, in order for me to continue to pour into you, in order for me to continue to be what I need to be, sometimes I have to stop and release. Okay, I'm just trying to help y'all with a few things. Got a few things. Okay, so my next thing is, the next thing you have to realize is that your journey won't look like everybody else's journey. I'm still using the car analogy because I don't know why God has me there. On the highway, you have some cars, you got some SUVs, you got some trucks, you got some motorcycles. Oh, God, you good to me. I said on the highway, when you're traveling to your destination, you got some trucks, you got some cars, you got some SUVs, you got some minivans, you got some motorcycles. They all on the highway, but they all look different. They are all on the same highway, but they all look different and they all have different exits. Oh, we going somewhere today. I said they all look different and they all have different exits. We all may be going to North Carolina, but when you get to North Carolina, some of you may be getting off in Rocky Mount. Some of you may be getting off, some of you may be getting off in Fayetteville. Some of you may be getting off in Lumberton. Some of you may be getting off at different exits. Come on here. We are on the same highway and we're driving, but all of our journeys look different. Okay. I said all of our journeys look different. And you have to be okay that you have to be okay that Adrian may be driving an SUV. Bree may be driving a two-door car. Deanna may be driving a minivan, and Janae may be driving a full-size sedan. But guess what? Just because they are all in different vehicles and their journeys look different because of what they're in, come on, I hope somebody hearing me. Their journeys look different because of what they're in, and they have the ability to go at different paces. Because here's the thing, a motorcycle can move faster than a car. The motorcycle may get to the destination before the car gets there. But guess what? It does not mean that the person on the motorcycle is better than me because their journey is different. Okay, I'm just trying to help somebody. God gave me this analogy just while we was on here, because we are getting stuck. Hey, Terry, good. Welcome. We welcome you. Listen, we are getting stuck because our journeys are looking different. We are getting stuck because it looked like what we're in looks different. Somebody else is they just got a new house, and I'm struggling in my apartment. But you don't know that they're struggling somewhere else. We are judging and trying to look at everybody's journey, not realizing that we're all working at different levels on our own journey. Say, I'm working on my journey. Somebody type it. I'm working on my journey. I'm working on my journey. I'm working on my journey. So then you got to look like after that. Somebody say you got to, oh God, you got to let me get this out today. You got to minimize unnecessary time and connections. You got to minimize unnecessary time and connections. You, this is personal. You have to minimize unnecessary time and unnecessary connections. What am I trying to say? You have to minimize the route that you're taking that may require additional time that you never needed. You got to eliminate connecting to people, because sometimes you're meant to take this, oh God almighty, sometimes you meant to take a solo road trip and you try to make it a group effort. Okay. I said sometimes you're trying to make this a group effort when this was supposed to be a solo road trip. So you got to minimize unnecessary time and unnecessary connections. You're trying to bring people along because you have not become you. Okay, I go back to earlier, tell somebody I'm becoming a better me. Oh, I'm becoming a better me. And I'm becoming so good with me that I don't have a problem spending time with me, because I have to realize that some part of these journeys has to be just me and God. Some part of this journey, I can't bring anybody in. I talked to my mentees on last night. You have to realize and understand there's a difference between being alone and being in an incubator. I'll say it again. There's a difference between being alone and being isolated in an incubator. What do you mean, Dr. Vaughn? When I'm alone, there's no, that it feels like I'm segregated. And sometimes that portion is taken negatively. But if I change my perception that this is not that I'm alone and by myself, but that I'm in an incubator because there's something that has to be worked on in me that can't nobody participate in. Okay. I said, God, I said, there's something that's happening in me that nobody else can participate in. When you in that incubator, they put that UV light on you and that red light begins to shine on you. It helps stuff to develop in you. It speeds up the flow. It speeds up the progress. What am I trying to say? Sometimes you got to let yourself be in that incubator so he can shine that light on you so you can speed up some things. But you have made unnecessary connections and you've wasted unnecessary time because you don't want to do it the way it's supposed to be done. You want to do it the way that is comfortable and not the way that's going to give you the best results. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to help somebody. I am becoming a better me. So I'm sharing with you how to become a better you. Yeah, I'm trying to, because too oftentimes we'll sit up there in that incubator. Okay, here goes. In the incubator, I gotta paint the picture for you. You know, I use illustrations. In the incubator, there's always two holes for somebody to put their hand in. There's always two holes for somebody to put their hand in when you see the baby in the incubator. But here's the problem with many of us. We are not allowing God to stick his hands in. We're trying to stick our hands out and grab people in. Oh, okay. Y'all might not like me tonight. That's okay. It's okay. I came because I want you to be better. We are trying to, Those two holes are meant, think about it. When a parent goes to the NICU, it's for the parent or the nurse to stick their hands in so that they can provide aid to what's in the incubator, so that they can provide help to what's in the incubator. It is not meant for what's in the incubator to reach outside of the incubator. Okay, and many of you are making unnecessary connections because you've been placed in the incubator, but you keep trying to stretch your hands out the holes. Tell somebody, keep your hands in the inside. 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 Okay, let me move off of that because I want the next thing y'all do is eliminate excuses. Oh, this one is a heavy one for you. When you are becoming a better you got to eliminate excuses. So many of us are blaming our progress on everybody else. Oh, Lord. I said so many of us are blaming our progress on everybody else. It's everybody else's fault. Nobody supports me. Nobody believes in me. Nobody's pushing me. Nobody's sewing into me. Nobody is helping me. Nobody's showing up for me. We have so many excuses. Nobody didn't give me a hand up. Nobody's giving me their favor. Nobody opened up the door. Nobody made the way. We have so many excuses why we are not pursuing better. We have so many excuses about why we are settling. But somebody text, I got to eliminate the excuses. Somebody text, right? I want you to say it for yourself. I got to eliminate the excuses. Tie your name to it. Siobhan, you got to eliminate the excuses. You have to eliminate the excuses. Why? Because the excuses will keep you distracted from progress. The excuses will keep you distracted from progress because the excuses will cause you to be looking at things that are irrelevant. They will cause you to look at things that are non-productive. They will cause you to look at things that have no growth capabilities. They will cause you to be so consumed in your mind that you don't have time to work on the things you need to work on. Come on here. Yeah, that's right. I'm eliminating the excuses because at this point, it does not matter how fast I'm going. I just need to get up and go. It does not matter what the pace that I'm going at. It just matters that I'm going. So you have to eliminate these excuses. You have been wounded so much that it's easier to give an excuse why you won't do it than to press your way through and do what you need to do. So what? You don't have all the money. Find another way. So what? You don't have all the people behind you. Who said you needed to? So what? You don't have all the training and all the degrees. Okay, start somewhere. So what? You don't have all the answers and don't have the vision all the way mapped out, but you got the first step, so take it. Okay, it's only you and your children. You don't have no way. Use you and your children. Eliminate things. We got to get rid of these excuses. We got excuses for everything. We got excuses why we won't go back to school. We got excuses why we won't lose weight. We got excuses why we won't start the business. We got excuses why we won't walk in our calling. We got excuses why we don't show up for ourselves. We got so many excuses of why. And these excuses have become distractions because your mind has become so consumed with excuses that you cannot move forward. Okay, I'm just trying to help somebody, because when you actually minimize your unnecessary time and your unnecessary connections, you'll realize that your excuses go out the window, because most of our excuses are tied to the people that we're connected to that have been draining our life source in the first place. You want to know why you can't believe in your vision? Because nobody around you thinks that vision is worth it. You want to know why you can't lose weight? Because everybody else around you, nobody want to eat healthy. You want to know why you won't go after that promotion on your job? Because everybody you surround yourself with is comfortable settling where they are. You want to know why you can't find strength for your marriage? Because you hanging around everybody else who hate their marriage. Tell somebody, okay, I'm sorry. Okay. We got to eliminate the excuses, because what we need to produce and the pursuit of a better us, we got to go all in. Why? This ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. It got something to do with me. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. If nobody else see that I'm better, as long as I can look in the mirror and see that I'm better, then I've already accomplished my goal. Did you hear what I said? It's not about anybody else. If nobody else sees that I'm better, but I look in the mirror and I can see where I'm better, then I've accomplished my goal. I've accomplished my goal. All right, here's the next thing. You got to be committed to you. Somebody type in the chat, I am committed to me. Yep, I know that's going to be a hard one for you to say. Somebody just type in the chat, I am committed to me. I am, Shimona, yep, I am committed to me. I am committed to me. And let me understand, that does not diminish the fact that I'm a wife and I'm a mother and that I'm a servant. It does not diminish any of that. But in order for me to be effective in all the areas that God has assigned to my life, I have to be committed to me. Many of you are walking around depleted and you feel like you're not accomplished because you've lost your commitment to you. You have been committed to everybody else and lost your commitment to you. When is the last time you did something that made you smile? When is the last time you did something that you just wanted to do? I don't care if it was just sitting on the porch drinking a glass, a half and half. When is the last time you just did something for you simply because you wanted to do it? Not for no other reason, but simply because you wanted to do it. We have to realize, in order for us to be effective, because many of us are called to multiple capacities, in order for us to be effective, we got to be committed to us. Let me tell you the greatest thing that I did for me. The greatest thing, and I told somebody this the other day. I was at a women's event and I was speaking to them, and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth too. I said, I will be 43 years old this year. But guess when I met Shavonna? Oh, I'm about to blow your mind. I will be 43 years old this year. But guess when I met Shavonna? I met Shavonna at 38 years old. I only known her for about 5 years. Oh, y'all want to be fake? Okay. I said, I've only known her for about 5 years. Because all the years previously, I thought I needed to operate. I was operating in what people said I needed to operate in. I was flowing in capacities because it was what I learned to do. Let's be transparent. I'm be transparent. I wounded some people because I didn't know who I was. Oh, y'all gonna be fake. Y'all gonna act like y'all ain't never did nothing. I wounded some people because I didn't know me. We being transparent. You know, I'm always transparent over here. I wounded some people because I was uncertain and insecure about me. Powerful, anointed, gifted, a giver, the whole nine. Could dress, had a whole bunch of people around me, but I didn't know me. I said I didn't know me. Okay. I said I didn't know me. I was introduced to me at age 38. When I got rid of my excuses and I got committed to my healing and wholeness journey, and God began to reveal me to me, that's when I met Shavonna. Okay, y'all want to act like, okay, maybe y'all did. Y'all want to act like y'all know yourself, but I didn't. I ain't going to lie to you. My journey is somebody else's freedom. I tell y'all that all the time. That's my motto. My journey is somebody else's freedom. When I actually made a commitment to me at age 38, God began to reveal me to me. And when he began to reveal me to me, he also had to reveal me in the areas I messed up. He also had to reveal me that was jacked up. He didn't just see y'all get in the mirror and y'all want to act like God always show you all the good stuff. Well, when he revealed me to me, he also revealed me the part of me that I needed to fix. He revealed the part of me that was a facade. He revealed the part of me that was what everybody else said. But when I actually became committed to me and I started my healing and wholeness journey, I became a better me. Not for anybody else. I became a better me for me. See, you got to realize it. You got to become a better you for you. Not because you want approval or not because you're trying to get somebody or not because you're trying to get in this relationship. No, this got to be personal, y'all. You got to be in a pursuit of a better you for you. Okay. All right, here's the last thing, because I know I done pushed off. The next thing you have to do is you got to embrace your evolving. Embrace your embrace your evolving. What do you mean, Dr. Vaughn? Some of you pray for better, but when better starts showing up, you pull back. Some of you want better and you say with your mouth you want better, but when better start happening, if better requires that you got to do some cutting and better requires that you got to do some sifting, some of you step away from better. I'm just trying to help somebody today. Ooh, I'm just trying to help somebody today. You got to embrace your evolving, because you cannot ask God for better and not expect things to change. Did y'all hear what I said? You cannot ask God for better and then don't expect change, because better means that where you are now, you're increasing your stamina, you're increasing your wealth, which means something has to change. You don't become better being the same. Ooh. Somebody should just type same ain't safe. Oh my God. Somebody should just put same ain't safe. Me staying the same ain't safe. Because some of y'all stay the same because you know that chaos you on. You know that drama that you're dealing with. You know that craziness you dealing with. That's right, Deanna, type it. You know this place, so you're like, I'll just stay here. I know how to tolerate this. I know how to press through this. I know how to handle this craziness. Okay. All right, Janae, no problem. I'll make it. Don't y'all worry. I'll make it. I'll design it tonight. I'll make it. Same ain't safe. Same ain't safe. Let me tell you why. Because if same was safe, you wouldn't need to become better. If same was safe, you wouldn't need to become better. But many of us, we say with our mouths, we sick of being where we are. We want things to change, but we don't want to embrace the evolving that is going to take for it to change. We do not want to. We have been walking around in distracted living. We've been walking around focused on our excuses. We've been walking around focused on our issues. We've been walking around focused on other people's journey. We've been walking around focused instead of just leaning in and embracing our own evolving. I don't want to be the same person I was at age 20. I don't want to be the same person I was at age 30. I don't want to be the same person I was at age 40. Every year, I want to stretch and grow. I want to evolve into who I was destined to be. I know I'm not at my final destination, so I want to keep going. That's right. That's right, Tanika. Staying safe can cost you everything. It is. It can cost you everything. And so I just wanted to come on here to talk to you guys. I want you to declare to yourself, I am becoming a better me. I am. That was one of the best decisions I could have ever made for me. Not for nobody else. It was the best decision that I could have made for me. When I made a decision to become better, that's when my mind started being regulated. The shattered pieces of my heart, my insecurity started to break off of me. My confidence started to be strengthened. My purpose started to actually birth. The revelations of where I'm supposed to go started to flow. I actually started flowing in what I was always destined to be in. It always peaked out here and there. But I've only been able to walk in the fullness when I became better. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to help somebody. I became better for me, y'all. And if nobody else appreciated my better, I told myself, you got to look in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm proud that you were better. Because I know my whole story. Y'all know what of the pieces that y'all may know. But I know my whole story. So when I can look in the mirror and say, you know what? Girl, you are so much better than where you were. You are so much better than where you were. And so you right now, I don't want you to be focused on nothing else. Like I tell you, I want you to I go back. I want you realize that your journey is your journey. I want you to stop comparing yourself to others. I want you to minimize unnecessary time and connections. I want you to eliminate excuses. I want you to be committed to you, and I want you to embrace your evolving. Listen, there's so much greatness awaiting you, but you got to be in a better place, because if we are not, Tanika put earlier, if we are not in a better place, it may cost us what we're trying to get to. So you got to move. You got to progress. You got to become better. You got to become better. You have to become better. And so that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I am becoming a better me. I declared it today, and I hope that you have declared it over yourself, and I hope that you are embracing your journey. Listen, thank you for tuning in to Lunchtime Empowerment Talks with Dr. Vaughn. As always, I am Dr. Shavonna Whitehead. It's always my privilege, my honor, and my pleasure to come and share with you every Tuesday when at 1 p.m. for just a little push that will keep you going, a little empowerment that will keep you strong, and a little hope that will keep a smile on your face. And so listen, make sure, if you're not already, make sure you go right down there to the website, www.shavonnawhitehead.com. Make sure that you subscribe. Our newsletter will be back up and running this month, so it will be coming out on next week. So I want you to stay connected to us, subscribe, so that you can receive our newsletter. You can receive updates on what we have coming. And listen, if you have not already registered for the Restore Your Raw experience, it will be May the 19th and 20th in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Again, the Restore Your Raw experience. Meet me, be my guest at the Restore Your Raw experience. It's a 2-day experience. You can come for both days. Registration is $150, or you can just come and hang out with us all day Saturday for $100. All the information is on my page. I would love for you to join me. There is something that's going to happen in the room. I don't know about you, but some of the people can tell you, when you get in the room, there's an experience to be had in the room. And so I want you to come as we restore, as we overcome, as we affirm and release. As we restore, as we overcome, as we affirm and release, as we restore, as we overcome, as we affirm and release. So listen, meet me in the room. Join me and be my guest. I love each and every one of you. And guess what? I'll see you back here when? Tuesday at 1 p.m. for Lunchtime Empowerment Talks. I appreciate you. I love you. And most of all, tell yourself, today I am becoming a better me. All right, you guys, have an amazing day. All right, bye-bye.